Unlocking your cosmic blueprint, the revolutionary power of metaphysical self-discovery. Welcome to a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about personal growth and self-discovery. Today, we're delving into a realm where ancient wisdom meets modern psychology, where the stars align with our innermost truths, and where the cards we draw reveal the hidden depths of our psyche. I recently had the extraordinary privilege of interviewing Iyansa Muse, a visionary metaphysicist and personal empowerment guru whose work is reshaping how we understand the human experience. Iyansa's profound insights have touched countless lives, guiding individuals towards a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the cosmos. Her unique approach blends age-old practices with cutting-edge psychological research, creating a powerful toolkit for personal transformation that's changing lives across the globe. Imagine for a moment that you're holding a map. Not just any map, but a personalized blueprint of your life's journey, your strengths, your challenges, and your untapped potential. Now, what if I told you that this map exists, not on paper, but in the stars, in the cards, and in the wisdom passed down through generations? Many of us have been conditioned to dismiss astrology, tarot, and other esoteric practices as mere entertainment or, at worst, fraudulent pseudoscience. We've been taught to rely solely on what we can see, touch, and empirically prove. But what if, in our rush to embrace the rationale, we've overlooked a powerful tool for understanding ourselves and navigating our lives? Today, I'm here to challenge that notion, to propose that these ancient practices, when approached with intention and understanding, can be the key to unlocking a life of deeper meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. This isn't about predicting the future or believing in magic. It's about tapping into a different kind of knowledge, a knowledge of self that goes beyond personality tests and self help books. Let's start with astrology. For many, it's nothing more than a daily horoscope in the newspaper or a fun party trick. But Iyansa Muse opened my eyes to a profound truth. Astrology, when used correctly, is a sophisticated system for understanding our unique design. Think about it. We accept that the moon influences the tides, that the seasons affect our moods and behaviors. Is it so far fetched to consider that the cosmic forces present at our birth might imprint upon us certain tendencies, strengths, and challenges? But here's where it gets interesting. Iyansa doesn't use astrology to predict your future or tell you who to date. Instead, she uses it as a tool for self discovery and empowerment. Your birth chart, she explained, is like a cosmic fingerprint, utterly unique to you. It doesn't dictate your fate, it illuminates your potential. Imagine having a roadmap that shows you not just where you are, but where you could go. A map that highlights your natural talents, warns you of potential pitfalls, and suggests paths for growth that align with your innate qualities. This is what a properly interpreted birth chart can offer. Let me share with you the story of Sarah, a client of Iyansa's who came to her feeling lost and unfulfilled in her career. Sarah had always followed the path that society expected of her: good grades, prestigious university, high paying corporate job. But despite her outward success, she felt empty inside. When Iyansa examined Sarah's birth chart, she discovered that Sarah had a strong Neptune placement, indicating a deep connection to creativity and spirituality. This insight led to a profound realization for Sarah. Her unhappiness stemmed from ignoring these core aspects of her nature. With this newfound understanding, Sarah began to explore her creative side. She started painting in her free time, something she hadn't done since childhood. She also began meditating and exploring spiritual practices. Within months, Sarah reported feeling more alive and authentic than she had in years. She eventually transitioned to a career in art therapy where she could combine her business acumen with her newfound passion for creativity and healing. This is the power of astrology when used as a tool for self discovery. It's not about changing who you are, but about uncovering and embracing your true nature. Now, let's talk about tarot. Forget the image of a crystal ball gazing fortune teller. In the hands of someone like Iyansa, tarot becomes a powerful tool for introspection and problem solving. Each card in a tarot deck is rich with symbolism and archetypal energy. When you lay out these cards in response to a question or situation, you're not predicting the future. You're creating a mirror that reflects your subconscious mind, your hidden fears, your unacknowledged desires. Consider the experience of Michael, a successful entrepreneur who came to Iyansa feeling stuck in his personal life. Despite his professional achievements, Michael struggled to form meaningful relationships. During a tarot reading, the cards repeatedly highlighted themes of vulnerability and emotional openness. This revelation hit Michael like a thunderbolt. He realized that his drive for success had led him to build walls around his heart, preventing him from truly connecting with others. The tarot hadn't told Michael what to do. It had simply illuminated a pattern he hadn't been able to see on his own. Armed with this insight, Michael began the challenging work of opening up emotionally. He started therapy, practiced being more vulnerable with friends, and even rekindled a relationship with an estranged family member. The change in his life was dramatic. Not only did he form deeper, more meaningful connections, but he found that his newfound emotional intelligence even improved his business relationships. The tarot, in this context, becomes a tool for dialogue with yourself, with your deeper wisdom. It's not about letting the cards decide for you. It's about using them to access parts of yourself you might otherwise ignore or suppress. Now I can almost hear the skeptics among you. This sounds nice, so you might be thinking, but where's the evidence? Where's the science? Here's where it gets really interesting. Recent studies in neuroscience and psychology are beginning to shed light on the power of intuition, that gut feeling we sometimes get that defies logical explanation. Researchers at the Max Planck Institute found that the human brain has the capacity to make fast, accurate predictions based on tiny amounts of information, often before we're consciously aware of it. What if practices like astrology and tarot are tapping into this intuitive capacity? What if they're providing a framework that allows us to access and interpret this subconscious knowledge? Moreover, the act of engaging with these practices, of contemplating our place in the cosmos or reflecting on archetypal symbols, has measurable effects on our brains. It activates areas associated with introspection, emotional processing, and creative problem solving. In other words, even if you don't believe in the metaphysical aspects, the very act of engaging with these tools can lead to increased self-awareness and personal growth. Let's consider the story of Dr. Emily Chen, a skeptical neuroscientist who decided to study the effects of tarot reading on brain activity. Dr. Chen was surprised to find that during tarot readings, participants showed increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain associated with self-reflection and complex problem solving. What's more, follow-up interviews with participants revealed that many had gained new insights into their problems and felt more equipped to make decisions. The act of interpreting the cards had stimulated creative thinking and helped them see their situations from new perspectives. This brings us to another crucial insight from my conversation with Iyansa, the importance of ritual and symbolism in personal growth. In our fast-paced, hyper-rational world, we've largely abandoned these practices, but there's a reason why rituals have been a part of human culture for millennia. Rituals, whether it's pulling a tarot card each morning or observing the phases of the moon, create a pause in our day. They provide a moment of reflection, a chance to step out of our routine and connect with something larger than ourselves. This isn't just feel-good spirituality, it's a practical tool for mental health and personal development. Studies have shown that engaging in meaningful rituals can reduce anxiety, increase feelings of control, and even boost performance on subsequent tasks. By incorporating metaphysical practices into our lives, we're not just indulging in mysticism, we're giving ourselves powerful psychological tools for navigating life's challenges. Take the case of Alex, a high-powered executive who struggled with chronic stress and anxiety. On Iyansa's advice, Alex began a simple daily ritual. Each morning, he would step outside, observe the position of the sun, and take a moment to contemplate his place in the vast cosmos. This brief ritual had a profound effect on Alex's mental state. It provided a moment of calm before the chaos of the day, helping him maintain perspective when work pressures mounted. Over time, Alex reported lower stress levels, improved sleep, and a greater sense of overall well-being. One of the most powerful ideas Iyansa shared was the concept of using metaphysical tools to live more authentically. In a world that often pressures us to conform, to follow predetermined paths, these practices offer a way to reconnect with our true selves. Your astrological chart, for instance, doesn't tell you what to do. It suggests areas where you might naturally excel, challenges you might face, and periods of your life that might be particularly significant. Armed with this knowledge, you can make choices that align more closely with your authentic self.
Similarly, regular tarot practice isn't about getting permission from the cards, it's about creating a dialogue with your deeper self, bringing to light aspects of your psyche that you might be ignoring or suppressing. This leads to decisions and actions that come from a place of true self knowledge rather than external expectations or unconscious fears. Consider the transformation of Lisa, a young woman who had always felt out of step with societal expectations. Despite pressure from family and peers, Lisa never felt drawn to traditional career paths or lifestyle choices. A reading of her birth chart revealed a strong Uranus influence, indicating an innate drive for originality and unconventional thinking. This insight gave Lisa the confidence to embrace her unique perspective. She left her unfulfilling office job to pursue a career as a sustainable fashion designer, a path that combined her creativity with her passion for environmental issues. Today, Lisa runs a successful, eco friendly clothing line and feels more aligned with her true self than ever before. What struck me most in my conversation with Iyansa was how seamlessly she integrated ancient wisdom with modern psychological insights. She's not asking us to abandon reason or science. Instead, she's proposing a both and approach, one that honors both our rational minds and our intuitive wisdom. This integration is not without precedent. Carl Jung, one of the fathers of modern psychology, was deeply interested in astrology and other esoteric practices. He saw them as valuable tools for understanding the human psyche and facilitating personal growth. Today, we're seeing a resurgence of interest in these practices, not as alternatives to modern psychology, but as complementary tools. Therapists are incorporating tarot into their practice. Business coaches are using astrology to help clients understand their leadership styles and career paths. This isn't a rejection of science, it's an expansion of our toolkit for understanding ourselves and our world. So here's the challenge I want to leave you with today. What if, instead of dismissing astrology, tarot, and other metaphysical practices, you approach them with an open mind? What if you saw them not as fortune telling gimmicks, but as sophisticated tools for self discovery and personal growth? I'm not asking you to abandon your critical thinking. On the contrary, I'm inviting you to apply that critical thinking to a new area. Explore these practices, see how they resonate with you, use them as a complement to, not a replacement for, other forms of personal development and psychological insight. The potential benefits are profound. Greater self awareness, more authentic decision making, a deeper sense of connection to yourself and the world around you. And perhaps most importantly, a new perspective on your place in the cosmos, not as a passive observer, but as an active participant in a rich, meaningful universe. Imagine a world where more people understood themselves deeply, made decisions aligned with their true nature, and felt a profound connection to something larger than themselves. That's the world Iyansa Muse is working towards. And it's a vision I find incredibly compelling. As we conclude this talk, I want to express my deepest gratitude to Iyansa Muse for sharing her wisdom and challenging my own preconceptions. Her insights have opened up a new world of possibilities for personal growth and self discovery. Remember, the goal isn't to predict the future or to abdicate responsibility for our lives to the stars or the cards. The goal is to use these ancient tools in conjunction with modern knowledge to live more authentically, make decisions more consciously, and navigate our lives with greater awareness and purpose. So I challenge you, take a step into this world, pull a tarot card, look up your birth chart, engage in a meaningful ritual, approach it with an open mind and a critical eye. You might be surprised at what you discover about yourself. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, these practices offer a way to find meaning, to understand our place in the grand tapestry of existence. They remind us that we are not isolated individuals, but part of a vast, interconnected cosmos. And in that realization lies the potential for profound personal transformation. As you leave this talk today, I want you to consider, what hidden wisdom might you uncover if you were willing to look beyond the surface? What truths about yourself might you discover if you had the courage to dive deeper? The answers, as Iyansa Muse would say, are written in the stars, in the cards, and most importantly, within yourself. All you need to do is learn how to read them. I challenge you to open your mind to the possibilities that lie beyond the boundaries of conventional thinking. Embrace the mystery of the universe and the depth of your own being. Explore these ancient practices with the curiosity of a scientist and the wonder of a child. You may find that the universe has been waiting to reveal its secrets to you all along. Let this be the day you begin to see yourself and your place in the cosmos in a new light. Let this be the moment you start to unlock the profound wisdom that lies within you. The journey of self-discovery is calling. Will you answer? Thank you.